It's not about doing more or being more. It's about being aligned. And when you align your actions with what truly matters, when you honor the connection between your mind and your body, when you manage your energy instead of just your time, that's when everything shifts. That's when everything changes. And that's when you start creating breakthroughs without the breakdowns. What if I told you that it's not about doing more or being more at all? What if doing more takes away our focus? What if being more keeps us tired and restless? In this episode, I'm going to go ahead and share with you what I've learned on my own personal journey and how you can increase your energy levels and be healthy in mind and body. You know what's fascinating? We live in a world that celebrates pushing beyond our limits, that celebrates taking on more responsibility. Social media bombards us with messages about maximizing every minute. And somewhere along the way, we started believing that exhaustion is just the price of success. But what if everything that we've been taught about energy, health, and success is backwards? What if the key to achieving more isn't about pushing harder, but about being in alignment? Let me share 3 principles that will completely transform how you think about being healthy in mind and body. Principle number 1, listen first, act second. Your body is constantly communicating with you. That headache isn't just a headache, it's information. I've seen this transformation happen many times, even in my own life. I used to pride myself on pushing through anything. I would ignore all the signs that my body was giving me about stress and tension. And instead of taking a moment for myself, when I felt that tension building in my body, I pushed harder. I pushed harder thinking that that's what I needed to do. When I finally started pausing at those first signs of tension instead of pushing through, that's when everything shifted. My energy increased naturally. My decisions became clearer. Now the question is why? It's because I was finally working with my body instead of against it. Principle number 2. Energy management over time management. Here's something that I've discovered through my own journey. Time isn't your most precious resource. Energy is. You can have all the time in the world, but if you don't have the energy to use it well, what's the point? Think of your energy like a bank account. Every activity either deposits or withdraws energy. The key is knowing which is which for you. What fills your energy tank and what drains it? Here's what I learned along the way. When I was doing things that weren't aligned with my true goals, even simple tasks would drain my energy completely. But when I started focusing on the activities that were aligned with what I really wanted, what truly mattered for me, suddenly I had more energy than ever. Tasks that used to exhaust me became energizing because they were moving me towards my real goals. For example, I noticed that when I was working on projects just because I thought that I should do them, everything felt heavy and draining. But when I focused on the work that actually lit me up, that felt meaningful and purposeful, I could spend hours on it and still feel energized at the end of the day. And I've seen the same pattern with so many people that I've worked with. They're all trying to manage their time better when really they need to manage their energy better. Because here's the truth that I've learned. When you're operating with full energy, doing things that align with your true goals, you can accomplish in 2 hours what might take 8 hours when you're depleted and disconnected from what really matters. Principle number 3, mind-body integration. Here's something powerful that I've learned. Your mind and body work together as one system. They're not separate. They're in constant communication, constantly influencing each other. Think about it this way. You can use your mind to consciously create change in your life. Your thoughts, your focus, your intentions, they all shape your reality. But it works the other way too, and that's what most people miss. I've experienced this myself. There were times when I felt stuck or uncertain, and no amount of positive thinking was shifting it. But the moment I changed my physiology, stood taller, breathed differently, moved my body in a new way, everything shifted. My mind cleared. My energy changed. My whole perspective transformed. If you want to change how you think or feel, change your body, change your posture, change your movement. I've seen it countless times. Someone's feeling stuck or powerless, but the moment they shift their physiology, the way they're standing, the way they're breathing, the way they're moving, their entire mental state transforms. If you're not feeling empowered, you don't have to think your way there. You can stand taller. You can breathe deeper. You can move differently. And watch how your mindset naturally shifts. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't have to talk yourself out of it. Change your body state first, and your mind will follow. So how do you put all this into practice? Here's what I want you to do this week. Take an honest look at your goals and activities. Make a list of everything that you're doing, and I mean everything. Then notice which activities align with your true goals and which ones don't. Which ones energize you and which ones drain you. This isn't just about time management. It's about energy alignment. And when you build this awareness, you'll start to see the patterns. And maybe you're spending hours on tasks that don't move you towards your goals. Maybe you're saying yes to the things that drain your energy completely. And once you have this awareness, you can start making different choices. You can begin removing the activities that don't align with your goals. You can start prioritizing the things that actually energize you and move you forward. This is how real change begins. Not by adding more to your plate, but by consciously choosing what deserves your energy and what doesn't. What I've learned along this journey is this. You don't need to exhaust yourself to succeed. You don't need to sacrifice your health for your goals. It's not about doing more or being more. It's about being aligned. And when you align your actions with what truly matters, when you honor the connection between your mind and your body, when you manage your energy instead of just your time, that's when everything shifts. That's when everything changes. Your work, your relationships, your goals, they all flow more naturally. And that's when you start creating breakthroughs without the breakdowns. In our upcoming episodes, we're going to go ahead and dive deeper into specific practices that help maintain this alignment, even during challenging times. Until then, remember this. It's possible to live a life that you love. All it takes is a little awareness and a willingness to change. And that's 100% possible for each and every one of you. Until next time, I'm your host, Edmund Lee. Thanks for tuning in to the Create Your Next Breakthrough podcast, and I'll catch you in the next one. And here's a special bonus gift for our listeners. We're all about getting you into alignment so you can live a life that you love. It's a breathwork meditation that I highly suggest that you do. Go through it, experience it, and share with me the results. You can access it at www.createyournextbreakthrough.com, or you can check it out in the description below. This has been your host, Edmund. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.